Go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Learn Golf with Cassie. Today we're going to be doing a drill where we focus on takeaway and avoiding a flat swing. So let's get into it.
Hi, thanks Cassie. So today we're looking at the takeaway, because in the last video, if you look at the hybrid and 3-wood review, we did a slow-mo. We found that Cassie was coming very flat on her takeaway, and as a consequence her whole swing was very flat. The shoulders were not were almost level with the parallel to the ground, and as a consequence she was kind of like having to hit the whole body to go round to get the ball to be hit. What we want to see today is getting that little lift in the takeaway rather than flat, so that when we get back to here, the club will, with momentum and gravity, want to hit the ball in the right place, rather than having to move everything. So we'll get more speed with that way, and we'll also get a better angle of descent, and we won't have to get everything quite so perfect with the right shoulder going through. So if we look at the one that Cassie was doing, she was like here, and because she's so flat, she's kind of got to make sure that everything gets exactly the right place. If her shoulder comes through, she can get it straight. If it doesn't, it pulls it left. I just had a pull. The other miss is a big slice the other way because she hasn't managed, she's got again stuck. If we have the hands and the takeaway, we're going to use the left heel of the left hand to push down to pick up that takeaway. So now we actually have some natural angles for the club to swing at. So come back to here, and we can just let the club swing for us. And then you get the straight shot. That was not perfect strike, but it was good enough because the gravity was helping us. And then as you hit it perfectly, you get a straight flight, and that one, my hybrid, about 200. For Cassie, if it's coming out very low, it's probably because she's coming in very flat. So we're going to see Cassie. The drill is to keep that left palm and push down to pick up the angle on the takeaway. We've done this before in the past up there, but sometimes with golf you get into a new move and you forget the old stuff. So this is an easy fix for Cassie. It's an important one for you out there as well. Okay, so now we're just looking down the line. This is the one that we're trying to fix. They're very much around the body flat. My shoulders are not very angled. I'll try and hit one from there. Now I hit that one well because I got everything perfectly, but it's certainly not a consistent shot. Now the one we'll be working on today, with that palm pushing down so we get the club picking up a little bit. It's a little bit of an over-exaggeration just to make sure that we don't go into the old ways. And that was absolutely perfect. Got the height, distance and dead straight. Let's see if Cassie can do this. Okay, so this is the first swing. We've gone slow-mo so you can see how flat Cassie is right there, and how much she has to sort of go around her body to get the ball. And it's a lot of hard work to get everything in the right place there. Okay, so with this drill we really want to exaggerate the move a little bit to make sure that we get the right move in the actual swing. There we go, up in the air and long, really long and straight. Well done. Okay, so it's a push down with the left palm, and it should just... Okay, here's a slow-mo of Cassie trying to do the move. You can see her arms are moving well away from her body as she makes that lift up. And so that's something we're going to have to try and sort out. One thing we've got to make sure is we pick as the club hinges up, we're not moving our hands away. So it's not there. It's just pushing down, the club brings up. The hands are not moving, and the hands are going in their normal path. We don't need to go up and around. So it's, if I don't move my hands, I can still do that. So it's push down, and my hands are going on their normal path. And that was with Cassie's club, that was 160. We've got to make sure we don't move the arms away. The hands are going to be hanging where they are. We're just pushing the heel up as we go back, and the hands are moving in their normal direction. We're just not going too flat. We're going there and then back in. Good shot. That's got a baby draw as well. And that was massive. That was 135, maybe 140. Oh, that is magical. Beautiful shot. Okay, not a problem. Still solid. Oh, beautiful. Now we want to just try and do that without doing it as two movements, but just and go back. Lovely. Not the best strike, but straight 120. So one of the things that's tricky, it's easier. You saw Cassie hit some lovely shots when she pivoted first and then turned. But when she tried to do them together, the wrist, you see this, rather than going around like that, she kind of turned the wrist together so it brought it flatter. So almost trying to feel like, as we come back, that the club head's out in front of the hands, out there, and doesn't come back here too early. So it's going to be out here, and then through. So if you didn't go around the whole swing, you just went there, you can then hit just as good a ball, really. That was dead straight, 150 yards, with just there, because I've got the energy from the momentum of the club and gravity doing a lot of the work for me. Even from there, I can hit a quality shot. Okay, if we do that, then that wrist turning is our problem. We've got to make sure then we have to do all sorts of things. So I want, as we do this next part, I want Cassie to feel like the club is staying out ahead of her hands, and she's not turning that wrist. So she can feel like the hands are underneath, and then bang. That is a magnificent shot. Wow. Cassie, how far did that go?
130 something.
135? Was it straight?
Kind of.
It was absolutely straight. Oh, another absolute rocket. That was cracking. Going 140. Super slow here, and Cassie's going to let the club drop. Oh no, remember, hinge up the wrist a little bit more, and then just let it drop as you turn. Good.
Do that again.
Yeah, do that again. You're just letting the club drop as you turn through. Lovely. No, nice shot. That's gone 125. Cassie, so we've actually gone back to a drill there that we've done probably 6 months, a year ago. How did it feel to go back to one of the old drills?
Felt a bit weird. I don't like it very much.
Well, you don't like it because you've gotten into a habit where the wrists are turning the club instead of lifting it at the wrist hinge. So it's weird again, isn't it?
It's like learning to play golf again.
Okay, but when you did it properly, what were the results like?
Pretty good. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Click the thumbs up button if you liked it, and subscribe down below. Bye!